This will be a continuation of my collection showcase. We'll be going through all the legendary Pokemons. I mostly collect a Pokemon Center and Tomy plushies, so it is quite limited. Hello, it's me, Mimim, and welcome to my world. So for this week's video, this will be a continuation of my collection showcase. I have shown you guys my Ultra Beast collection and a part 1 of my Legendary Pokemon Plush collection. Now, this would be the part 2 of my Legendary Pokemon Plush collection. We'll be going through all the Legendary Pokemons on Gen 4 to Gen 6. Of course, I don't claim that I have every plush of every legendary Pokemon because there are other Pokemons that don't have plushies, and I mostly collect a Pokemon Center and Tomy plushies, so it is quite limited. But let's get started with Gen 4. Alright, to start off our video today from Gen 4, these are the Lake Guardians, you guys. They are so cute. This is Uxie. And this is Mesprit over here. And this is Azelf. So all of these three are from that canvas line which Pokemon Center did. Uxie is from 2007. Sorry, yeah. 2007. And it is that soft Pokemon Center fabric, but this is much softer, like how your soft towel feels. That's what it feels like. But yeah, I think this would be so absorbent. But yeah, Uxie is so cute with this yellow head, and there are stitches to make those details over there, and there's like that fuzzy pink thing in the top of its head. Most of the time in this plush, this part is quite bare already. The plastic under is already showing. It's not fuzzy already. So I'm quite lucky that it's still fuzzy over there. And Uxie has two tails. So cute. And the details like that. This is also that rough fabric from Pokemon Center, which again attracts a lot of dirt. But so far, there's not a lot of dirt for this one. So I'm quite lucky. And then the main body is just that white bluish body. It's so cute. And then moving on, this is Mesprit over here. It's so cute. This is, I think, the most popular one because a lot of people love Mesprit besides the two, because I think he's pink, so maybe that's why. And for this one, there are some fuzziness on this part, but some parts of the plastic is already showing. But Mesprit is the one to hard to track, I think, with all of these three, because I think the collectors of Mesprit just, collects them and don't let them go. And Mesprit has like 4 hairs. I think these are hairs. I don't know, but they're so cute. And Mesprit's eyes are embroidered over there. So cute. Compared to Uxie, Uxie has just this fabric over here with a drawing of like a closed eye. But Mesprit, there is embroidery for its eyes. It's so cute. The mouth is also embroidered, and it has 2 tails, just like Uxie. So cute. And this was released 2007 as well. Pokemon Center 2007. And of course, it does feel like Uxie, like that very soft fabric, which I love. And third, but certainly not the least, because he is my favorite actually among the three. I love the color blue, and this is Azelf, and it's so cute. Just like Mesprit, his eyes are embroidered over there. So cute. And this like gem on its forehead is quite fuzzy. His head is like triangular. There are 3 parts to its head. It's blue, and also this white bluish fabric for the body and for the ears. This part that continues at the back of its head. And this was released again from 2007 in Pokemon Center. So these three are actually really, really vintage already. Azelf also has like two tails, just like the other two, and there's no dirt with this one, so I'm quite lucky. I think for these three, if I remember correctly, there are some batches that were released later on, like 2009, if I remember correctly, but I made sure to collect the 2007 ones because they're more vintage and they're more rare. But yeah, this is the Lake Guardians, Uxie, Mesprit, and Azel. Alright, another set of plushies from Gen 4 are these three. Actually, yeah, there should be like another Pokemon here, but I had them, and when I showed in Otaku Fest, it fell to the ground, but I was planning to wash it, but my friend had like an interest to it, so I said, "Yeah, you can wash it, and that would be yours already." But for this one, I have Dialga here and Giratina in two forms. There should be like a Palkia over here, the pink one, but yeah, I don't have her for now. Let's start with Dialga. This is Dialga over here. Again, this is a vintage plush already. This is from Takara Tomy. Here you go. Takara Tomy. And this is the smaller version of the Takara Tomy plushies because Dialga also has like a Heartland plush, which is the big one. A lot of the Heartland plushies are quite big, but Dialga has that Takara Tomy fabric over here. The only thing that I don't like for this one, besides the fabric, because Takara Tomy fabrics are quite a magnet with dirts, this part of Dialga is like plastic. There's like inside plastic over here, and this does not stay in like straight. It just goes like that, which makes me so annoyed at some point. So that's why I just display him like that with this side on. But it discontinues with the rest of his body, like over here and the back, and also this part over here has plastic. This should be straightened up, but I'm so bothered by that. The body details are like painted over, not like patterns on the fabric already. So that's an older plush thing also. And also the feet are there. This part of the feet are that felt type fabric, which again is a dirt magnet. But I chose to collect the Takara Tomy plushies because besides them being bigger, because they're literally like the Pokemon gods. Besides that, they also look the most accurate in the anime. A lot of Dialga plushies are quite derpy, especially the Pokemon Center released ones. There is like an older Pokemon Center release, but I haven't bought that yet. But yeah, this is my Dialga from Takara Tomy. Let's proceed to Giratina. So Giratina has two forms. This is the origin form and the alternate form. The origin form is this one. This is Giratina. And again, this is from Takara Tomy. As you can see here, it's Takara Tomy. And again, it has that Takara Tomy fabric. It's much actually softer than the Yalga and this other one. So yeah, it is quite soft. There are some paintings again along its body. There are some minor, cracking, which is expected with vintage plushies. This material is the felt type fabric again, which I hate. But for this one, there's less pilling for this one. So that's so good. I bought this in a really good condition. And the eyes are embroidered in there. So menacing. The face is so good. And yeah, just like Dialga, I bought this Giratina plush because it's the most accurate looking among the other plushies that they released for Giratina. And then this next one is the alternate form of Giratina. This is on a worse health. Is that the term? There are some peelings on this wings over here, but I bought this from a local collector. And again, the softness of the fabric is that Takara Tomy fabric. The eyes are again embroidered in there. It still looks so cute and menacing at the same time. Like, yeah, I'm the god of death. And the paints, of course, because it is really vintage and it is on a worse state than this one. So there are a lot of paint cracks over here and also at the back. But what's interesting with this one is it has 6 legs. Look at that. And there are some dirts on its body, but you can just spot clean all of that. Oh, I also forgot to mention that this part of the wings is embroidered around there. The inside is that felt type fabric in both wings and also, oh, in the inner part, the outer is embroidered, but inside is that fuzzy Tomy fabric. That's interesting. They should have just made it uniform with this pattern and the pattern here. And for this one, yeah, the small patterns in this part is embroidered also outside, and inside is that fuzzy fabric, which is interesting. This is the felt type fabric for the red part. But yeah, this is Giratina, the origin form, the alternate form, and Dialga. Palkia, we miss you, but these are the gods for now. Alright, next up for Gen 4 again, this is Heatran. Look at that. He's so cute. This is an olfactory plush. Look at that. It's not Pokemon Center, it's not Tomy. But the only plush that they released in Pokemon Center for Heatran was just a Pokédoll. And again, I don't like the proportion for that one with the rest of the plushies. So I went and searched on like what other plushies there are for Heatran, and I found the olfactory one. This is technically like a bootleg, but they are like a company that makes Pokemon plushies. But yeah, look at that. I mean, it does not look like a bootleg, you guys. The eyes even are embroidered in there. Look at that, the details. And the fabric used is so soft, just like the Pokemon Center fabric. But look at that. This part also is that felt type fabric, which again, I hate. But it's just a minimal part of the plush. The details on the body are all embroidered, you guys. Look at that. This yellow part, this white part are all embroidered. And its hand is the olfactory paper tag. And this part is also that soft part, or that soft fabric, I mean. And just the little circle, the gray circles are all that felt type fabric. And then under, ooh, there are also some stitching for the details on its stomach. So cute. But yeah, again, this is Heatran from Gen 4. Alright, next up is this really beautiful Cresselia. Look at that, you guys. This is the fuzzy Takara Tomy plush. Yeah, this is Takara Tomy. T-Arts over there. And it has its paper tag. So cute. But there is a line of Takara Tomy plushies that are this fuzzy type. And I guess they still release it. But I don't see Cresselia that often. So when this was released, I immediately said I need to buy that. Because in the past, they only had like a Pokédoll of Cresselia. And again, I don't like Pokédolls and they're too small for the rest of the plushies. I'm so happy because for this one, this is quite accurate to the design of Cresselia in the anime, which I really love. The main body is fuzzy. The eyes are that hard plastic. You should be careful because the eyes are just painted on there. It is prone to scratches, but the pink parts are that Pokemon Center soft fabric, which makes me wonder like, okay, Takara Tomy, you can release plushies that have this fabric, like why don't you? You know, it does quite look so beautiful. The blues, the yellows, you guys, it's just the colorway for this Pokemon is just so beautiful. It's dreamlike, you know, pun intended. If you know, you know. But yeah, this is Cresselia, you guys. So beautiful. Alright, last up for Gen 4, this is the mother of all the Reggies. This is Regigigas, you guys. This is the biggest Reggie plush there is, like an official one. Regigigas has a Pokédoll also, but of course, I need to have this bigger Regigigas plush It is from Takara Tomy. You can see it there. And I still have its paper tag, you guys. Look at that. This is quite rare for Takara Tomy plushies to have their paper tags still intact. So I'm so lucky to have this in my collection. He's so cute and so menacing, you guys. Of course, he needs to look the part. He needs to look so high and mighty to, rule over the other Reggies. The eyes over here are all embroidered, and also these details, the black parts are all embroidered. There are like three types of fabric used for this one. This type of fabric is that felt type fabric again, but this is black, so the dirt is not noticeable. There are some embroideries around that one to make it, stand out. And then this main part is that soft Takara Tomy fabric, which is, a dirt magnet again, but it is like softer than this type of fabric. And then for the grass, this is that fuzzy type fabric that is used a lot in like vintage couches. If I remember correctly, I remember that we had like couches that had these fabric, which is like so cool because again, this is like a vintage plush already. And of course, it is quite expected. The main body is quite white. There are some dirts there that need some spot cleaning, and also in the arms as well, but he looks so cute, you guys. In this part, in order to retain this shape, there is like some plastic over here, some hard plastic, and then his fingers are like through that. But yeah, the design on this one is so cute. But yeah, Regigigas finishes the 4th generation. Alright, starting off Gen 5, we have these 3 mighty looking legendary plushies over here. We have Cobalion, Terrakion, and Virizion. This is the generation where the names of these Pokemons get like weirder and more complicated, you guys, but they fit their names. They are so mighty looking. This is Cobalion again, and it is from Takara Tomy. Look at that. And again, I also have his paper tag. Looks so cute over there. And I think Cobalion has a Pokemon Center version, but I don't like that one because that one has like a fuzzy fabric over here, which attracts a lot of dirt. For this one, of course, there is that Takara Tomy fabric. So soft, but not as soft as Pokemon Center ones, but it still looks so cute. The details on this one are so cute. The eyes are embroidered. The details on its head are also embroidered. The stitching on its horns, you guys, are so amazing. Look at that. And as I have said, the Pokemon Center one had like a fuzzy fabric over there. But for this one, again, this is just that Takara Tomy fabric. And I just like this one because it looks cartoony. It just fits the design. The designs around its body are also embroidered, as you can see over there. This is like a light blue compared to the other parts. I think this blue is cobalt, and maybe that's why he's called Cobalion. Oh my god, a breakthrough. I'm just kidding. But I guess this is like cobalt. And I love this color. But if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But it does make sense. And the legs are so cute as well. Just nubs over there. And there are some stripes over here. And the toes are also gray, just like this part over here. And that continues to the hind legs as well. And then let's move on to Terrakion over here. He is the shorter among the three, but he is like the buffest among the three as well. His eyes are also embroidered. Look at that. So cute. The mouth and the nose part are also embroidered. Yeah, they are embroidered. And the ears, or like the horns, just continues over here. And again, it has the Takara Tomy plush feel. And the legs, oh, there is no felt type fabric for all of these. Bravo, Takara Tomy. But it also has this orangey part over here, which stands out from the gray and the brown. I love this design. And also the feet have that band over there. And for this one, the gray is also its toes, and it has like a light brown for its feet. And again, as I have said, this is from Takara Tomy. And I also have its paper tag over here. Look at that. He looks so mighty, you guys. Like he could bulldoze you like any second. And then moving on, this is Virizion over here. This is the green one among the three. And the eyes are also embroidered. As you can see, the smile, the nose are also embroidered. And I love this design. It does look like a goat. And this horn, is this like a horn or is it just part of his head? Well, a horn is part of the head, I think. But yeah, look at that. And then this detail over here is so cute as well. Like a plant growing, you know? And the body is also very detailed. Compared to the two, they only have like sleek designs. But for this one, there's a lot of spikes for the back part of the plush and the back part of the Pokemon design. And it's also from Takara Tomy. Wait, how can I show you guys? Over here. There, Takara Tomy. And the legs are also quite different from these two. These two just have like a stripe and then just a stub for feet. For this one, it's like wearing boots. Look at that. There's like a sleeve over here, a pink line over here, and then a really cute toes. Look at that. So cute. And the chest is also the same color as its face, I think, or lighter, I think. But look at that. And yeah, this is Cobalion, Terrakion, and Virizion. Wait to start off Gen 5. Alright, next up are these genie-looking things over here. And they are so cute. This is Tornadus, Thundurus, and Landorus. Let's start off with Tornadus over here. So this is Tornadus over here. This is from the Pokemon Center, released back in 2011, as you can see. And this design should be like in here, but there's like a loose thread for that. So I could like sew that back on. Again, the fabric used for this one is that really soft minky fabric that Pokemon Center uses. And the eyes are also embroidered. The yellow just stands out from the green, you know. And the head, there are some patterns over here like sky. I think this should be like sky. I think this body as well looks like a sky. It is like a fuzzy fabric like in Regigigas, but for Regigigas it was harder in a sense, but this one is quite soft like a lamb, you know. It looks so cute. The details around its body also, wow. For this one, the inside is actually that soft fabric, not felt, and there are some embroideries around it and along its arms. The details go along its arms. The chest is that violet as well and embroidered around, which stands out again from the green. The colorway for this one is so cute. The yellow and the purple just stands out from the green. And the horns are also violet. For this one, yeah, it is that soft fabric as well. For this, like the mustache. There are some dirts over there, but again, you can just spot clean that. The mouth is like gray and he's like pouting. So good. And then next is Thundurus over here. So Thundurus is the blue one. And look at that. The arms are also like embroidered around and the patterns go along its arm. And again, this is from the Pokemon Center, released back in 2011, as you can see that. And they have the same like furry main body like here. And as you can see, it is attached on the shoulder and on here as well. So that should have been the same with Tornadus. But yeah, Thundurus is like intact. The difference for this one, besides the color, is this over here has like violet and there are some small yellow details. For this one, it's like dark blue or violet, I think. And then it's like spiky over its shoulders and on its main body. It's so cute. It also has like a yellow embroidery for the eyes. And this kind of mustache is also different from... Are they different? Kinda, you know. As you can see, they are kind of different, you know. And then it also has this violet on the chest. Is it the same violet? No, it's not violet. It's like a blue, dark blue, I think. And it's the same color as the patterns along its arm also. Wow, it looks so cool. And then last up is Landorus over here. So he is the orange one. He kind of looks like a Care Bear. I think, yeah, these colors remind me of Care Bears. Oh my god, that's so cute. The mustache is also that soft fabric, and it was released back in 2011 as well in Pokemon Center. And again, these three have the same soft minky fabric from Pokemon Center. For this one, the chest is that pink fabric over here and embroidered around the shape, and the details on the arms as well is the same color as the chest. And for this one, this detail over its shoulder is like brown and it's like branches, I think. Look at that. Is it branches? But it does look like a branch to me. And then for the head, I forgot. Yeah, this is like cloud-like. For this one, it's like spiky, as you can see. And then for this one, it's like a log. Maybe it is like a log. It does look like a log. For some people, the design for this is like quite weird, but as you guys know, I like weird designs and I really love these designs as well. The eyes are also embroidered in there. It's also yellow. The mouth, all of them have the same mouth. They're all like angry and pouting. Yeah, he looks so cute. This is also that fuzzy main fabric, like the body. So all of them have this fuzzy white fabric over here, which again, it is white, so it is prone to yellowing and prone to dirt. So if you own these, you need to spot clean them. And again, this is Tornadus, Landorus, and Thunderous. Okay, those names are like tongue twister. I got through them, but yeah, they're so cute. All right, next up is this cute black and white duo over here. This is Reshiram. Look at that. He looks so cute. This is from Takara Tomy. I think you can see that. Yeah, Takara Tomy. I just love this design because again, it is quite accurate to the anime. The eyes are embroidered. The blue just stands out from the white, you know. And it is that usual Takara Tomy fabric that they use. There are some dirts over here that need some spot cleaning. The design for this one is quite like complicated, as you can see. The arms are also, yeah, there are some wires for this one. Yeah, you can just pose it like how you want it. The feet are so cute, as you can see. This part of the feet is that felt type fabric, which I don't like. The rest is that soft type fabric. They should have just continued that. Ooh, the stripes on the neck is that jersey type fabric. That's interesting. And the back, look at that. There's like the wings, the mini wings over here. And then the tail is like a booster. Look at that. There are some stripes of white also with that jersey type fabric. And the tail is just on its own, you guys. It's complicated. And there are some embroideries around to, you know, show off the details of the tail. This part as well of the chest. So good. And for this one, this is Zekrom over here. And this is again from the Takara Tomy. Let me show you guys. There. Takara Tomy. And then for Zekrom, the really dark black parts are that felt type fabric. But again, this is black, so I don't like mind it that much because dirt doesn't show up that much for this one. And again, for this one, the arms are also posable. Yeah, they are posable. just like Reshiram's. Yeah. And then the legs, yeah, there's no like wires on the legs for these two, but look at that. The design is also so good. They both have these like designs on the head. Zekrom just has one, Reshiram has two, as you can see. And Zekrom's arms are so cute. Look at that. I'm I'm saying cute, but it does look so powerful. And the details under are also so cute. The feet details are also so cute. It is again that felt type fabric and then embroidered around to make it look detailed, and it's so cute. And this like wing design is so cute as well. And of course, the tail again is quite complicated, you guys. Look at that. This back part is quite complicated. This looks like a booster rocket. Look at that. There are some details over here, some stitching to, show off the details, some spikes on the end. Wow. These two look so menacing together, But yeah, this is Zekrom and Reshiram. And I showed these two first because this family is quite big and I can't fit all of them in the table. Up next is another part of their family. Alright, up next are these three. As you can see, they really are part of the family. This is Kyurem over here. This is the third part of the family. These two are just fusions of Kyurem with the other two, but I'll discuss that later. This is Kyurem again. This is the eyes are embroidered over here. And the teeth are so cute under here. And this is from the Pokemon Center. Yeah, Pokemon Center back in 2011. Look at that. But the fabric for this one is not that soft Pokemon Center fabric. It kind of felt like a Takara Tomy fabric, which makes me confused why they use this type of fabric. And for the toenails, they use this iridescent fabric over here. There is some like tearing over here, but for the arms, they only have like two. And for the feet, there are like three. There are a lot of details for this one. The stitching around its body. There is like a hard plastic under its foot, to make it stand, I think. And as you can see, wow, the design for this one is quite menacing, quite complicated. And again, for the back part, look at that. The tail again looks like a booster rocket. And this like wing type design over here, there are some iridescent fabric again for the tips, like here. And again, as I have said, Kyurem over here combines with Zekrom and Reshiram, which makes these two. So this is the white Kyurem, and this is from the Pokemon Center back in 2011. Look at that. And as you can see, you guys, the design is quite complicated again. I think in this generation, the Pokemon designs were out of this world complicated compared to the older generations, which you can feel that, yeah, it is like that cute Pokemon. Even the legendaries are like smooth and all that. But for this generation, a lot of their designs are quite complicated and edgy in a sense. But yeah, look at that. And again, this fabric is quite weird. It kind of feels like the Takara Tomy fabric instead of Pokemon Center. And there are some stitching around it. Wow. I think, yeah, this is like that felt type fabric. And also the yellow part as well. The eyes are embroidered. The little teeth are so cute. For some, that's so scary, but it's so cute for me. The little arms. And again, the tips for this one are that iridescent fabric. And for the tail, you guys, wow, look at that. It's just so beautiful. Again, this is Kyurem combining with Reshiram, which makes white Kyurem. And then next up is black Kyurem over here. Black Kyurem is also from the Pokemon Center. I'll show you guys. I don't know if you could see that. It's under there. Back in 2012. Oh, 2012. This is from 2012 as well. This one is from 2011. Ooh. So these are released like 1 year after Kyurem. And again, this is like a combination of Kyurem and Zekrom, and it shows. It's like it's quite complicated. There are some parts of Zekrom that are showing and parts of Kyurem that are showing. It makes like a mashup of both. Just like here, like a weird mashup of both. The eyes are also embroidered over there, so it is quite uniform with all these three. They have yellow eyes and the yellow part here as well. It stands out with the gray, the bluish, and the black parts. And this wing part is both like Kyurem and Zekrom. And the tips are also that iridescent fabric. And the tail is so cute. The toes? Are the toes? No, the toes are not that iridescent fabric. But yeah, again, this is Kyurem, white Kyurem, and black Kyurem, which ends our Gen 5. Alright, for our last generation for this video, we have XYZ over here. This is quite a big family. Let me just put them on the table. Okay, like so. But yeah, this is like XYZ. Let's start with Cernius over here. Cernius is so cute, you guys. I see this listed a lot of times in the Philippines, so there are a lot of these listed here. And this is from the Pokemon Center, released in 2013. As you can see that, this Cernius is so good. The design is so good. But for the plush design, I would have expected that they would put like a wood here or some sort, or is there like plastic over there? But over time, this design just, goes like that because it is quite heavy over here. The horns are quite beautiful, you guys. The design is quite beautiful, but yeah, this attracts a lot of dirt for this type of fabric. But yeah, this is quite beautiful. The rainbow effect on the horns are so good. There's like yellow, orange, some violets, some blues and reds, so good. And the eyes are also embroidered. Yeah, there is a small X on the eye, so that's a really good attention to detail. The face are also embroidered around here, like that. There's like that small horn and this side detail on its face. So the body is like blue stripes on the neck to the end of its tail, and there's like yellows around it for like accents, but the main body is like gray. As you can see, it does look like a deer. And yeah, it's just the design for this one is so good. Among other Pokemons, I love this design for this Pokemon, but it just doesn't stand up on its own. And again, the neck is like a common problem for this plush. And then moving on to Y, we have Yveltal over here. Look at that, so cute. And again, this can't stand on its own, but for this one, I have like a nylon over here so that I could hang him like that. It's so cute. This is again from the Pokemon Center, released back in 2013. And for this one, as you can see, it is like a Y for Yveltal, For this one, you might not see it, but the horns are like that top part of the X, and then I think the feet are the lower part of the X, so Cernius. But for this one, this is Yveltal again. Let's go back to this one. And for this one is that fuzzy, really fuzzy fabric compared to the main body. There are some dirts, but it can be spot cleaned again. And then for this part of the design, they used again that felt type fabric. And yeah, for this part of the feet is also that felt type fabric. I think, yeah, you can see that. And then the main design for like the marks in the body is just paint over this like really soft Pokemon Center fabric. So it is expected that there are some, paint cracks over here. Look at that. But that's due to time already. It has its feet over here, so cute. And the tail. As you can see, I think there are, yeah, this is really, really black, and then this is that like fuzzy type fabric from Pokemon Center. But yeah, this is Evoltal, and now we're moving to Z, which is Zygarde. So Zygarde is like a multi-cell Pokemon. It has a lot of different forms. This one is the single cell, and then this was released back in 2015 in the Pokemon Center. And the eyes, it only has like one eye, you guys. It's so cute. They used again that felt type fabric for the inside of the eyes, and then there are some embroideries around it. The inside, this black part of the eye is really embroidered over there, and then this pink part is also that felt type fabric, and then embroidery around it as well. Two, three, four, five, six. So hexagon. Yeah, five is pentagon. Hexagon on here. And then it's so cute. I think I have its paper tag. Let me check. All right, here you go. Yes, I have Zygarde's paper tag. Look at that. It's so cute. It is rounded on the top, and then it is like straight on the bottom. So again, I have said this a million times already, but Pokemon Center, bring back custom paper tags for your Pokemon plushies, okay? For the Japanese release plushies, please release this custom paper tags. I beg of you guys. But yeah, look at that. It's so cute. Zygarde and its paper tag. And then moving on, I think this is Zygarde's 10%. Yeah, this is Zygarde 10%. It looks like a dog, as you can see. This one has like a loose fabric for this detail of the dog. I think I can sew that back on. But this part also is bending, just like this one. It has like plastic inside. Yeah, I think. Yeah, there are some hard plastic inside. This is from the Pokemon Center back in 2015 again. And as you can see, the green and the black is also like contrast from each other, which looks so cool, which makes it looks like an alien, like Ben 10, you know. And the nose has this felt type fabric over here, and the mouth, yeah, this also is that felt type fabric. Just minimal parts of it are felt type, and then the eyes and the details on the head are all embroidered, you guys. Look at that. So good. And the feet, only one is like green, which is so cool. And then I think it has like Zygarde, it has like a 50%, but Pokemon Center and Takaratomi doesn't have that design. But for this one, this is the 100%, but this is from Ban Presto because they also don't have the 100% plush from the Pokemon Center or Tomy. I think there is like a 50% Ban Presto, but I don't like its design if I remember correctly. But for this one, this is the 100% Zygarde. As you can see, it looks quite menacing and so mighty. From this single cell, as you can see, so cute, to this really scary looking Pokemon, which is Zygarde. Look at that. The details on this one is so cool, you guys. And I think this is one of like my Ban Presto plushies. I think this is the only one Ban Presto plushie. So as you can see, this is Ban Presto, and it has its paper tag over here. And Ban Presto plushies has this felt type fabric with all of its plushies. So that's why I don't like collecting them, because again, this felt type fabric is like a magnet to dirt. But again, for this one, it's black, so I don't mind that much. But when I touch it, yeah, it does quite feel rough. But the design for this one is so amazing. The details are just like painted on. If I think like Pokemon Center would release their own version for this one, hopefully these designs would be like embroidered on there, not like painted on, because these are like prone to cracking, just like Yveltal over here. But yeah, oh my god, it looks so cool. As you can see, there are a lot of details over here, some whites, some greens, and on the back part, there are some blues and reds over here. Oh, it does look like it's representing Cernius and Yveltal. Ooh, that looks so cool. Are these like, is this like its tail? I think. But yeah, it looks so cool. So these are the legendaries for Gen 6. This is again Cernius, Yveltal, and Zygarde. Alrighty guys, we have gone through like legendary plushies from Gen 4 to Gen 6. There were a lot of them, and hopefully I show them off like properly to you guys and you guys had like a closer look for all of them. But yeah, they look so awesome. Now stay tuned for the third part of all my legendary plushies collection. That would cover like Gen 7, Gen 8, and then Gen 9, which is the latest generation when I upload these videos. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed this week's video, and please don't forget to click the subscribe button and click the notification bell button so that you would be notified for future videos. Share this to all of your friends, your titos, your titas, your grandmoms, your granddads, everyone. Alright, that's it. Bye! Say bye, Zygarde. Bye.